Hello everyone, and welcome to another stream. Um, so on the plus side, I figured out why my mic is not working because I tried it on a Mac system, and it worked fine. But then again, there was someone else who told me that the reason that it sounded like it worked was because of a Mac OS thing that had to do with the sound card. So I don't know. But for the time being, and since I really don't want to send in my mic for unnecessary repairs, if at all possible, I'm going to assume that's the problem. And the reason that I say that is because my sound card on my Windows computer that I use to play audio games has been acting up. I need to either get a new sound card, or more likely, I will have to invest in a new computer because the one that I have is not holding a charge like it should. And I can make it work with it being a desktop, so I don't know. Maybe I should just invest in a new one. I don't know. Anyway, enough rambling from me. So since it might not sound the greatest if I try to play audio games, I thought that I would take the time today to let you all know that that is the reason why I have not been streaming. My channel is not dead. I have lots of more plans to stream audio games to it. However, um, I want to spend some time just, getting to know everybody, letting everybody get to know me, and I figured we'd do another Q&A stream. So that's what we'll be doing today. I hope everybody's excited. I know I am. I always love getting to know my viewers, more about them, who they are, who the people behind the screens are, so to speak. So that's what we'll be doing today. Sort of a cool down from audio games. I don't want the content to get boring or anything. So if anybody has any questions that they want to ask me about anything, it could be, it could be about me personally, what I like, what I don't like, anything about my life, that sort of thing. Feel free to write in. I'm an open book. And I might ask you guys some questions. So yeah, let's see who all's tuned in today. Oh, that's handy. A notification from Twitch popped up, so I know I'm live there as well. Cool. Open YouTube. That's another thing too. I have to use my phone to read the. Oh, well, no, I guess not. I can just use my computer to read the text to speech. I forgot about that. I'm dumb. Okay. Let's go online.
Start window, search box edit blank. Ops 27.2.4.
Right.
Desktop list, Ops Studio 35, Grizzly Gulch, Google Chrome. New tab,
Google.
Google Chrome, toolbar. New tab, toolbar. Menu select, bookmark submenu, bookmark this tab, CTRL plus D1 of 30.
Oh.
The audio gets 2 admin, 2 HT, reads about pediatric operators, Mortal Kombat, login.gov, login H, learn the code, iTunes, UH, immunization, IC, Hyperion, ebooks for dashboard, DSGs, black screen, audio games, apply now, Astro, Apple Vision, ACX HT, bookmark submenu, B6 of, toolbar, Chrome menu, button submenu,
Duh.
new tab document, link, customize this page, search tabs menu, toolbar, address at noob.com selected.
Alright, cool.
Banner landmark guide button, skip navigation button. Search landmarks, search with your create button, YouTube apps button, notifications button, account profile photo that opens list of all. Blank. Link manager Google visited link your channel. Banner landmark account profile photo.
Okay, cool.
Main landmark Q&A stream for Thursday, May 12th, 2022 by Audio Game Extraordinaire 4 views link Q&A stream for visited. Main landmark hi chat button. Like this video along with 0
Okay,
frame set create
cool.
add react learn more chat action landmark Q&A stream for Thursday, May 12th, 2022 by Audio Game Extraordinaire 4 views link Q&A stream for visited.
And I'm hearing myself again.
Main landmark hi chat button. Like this video along with
Okay,
frame set create
cool.
add react learn more chat action landmark Q&A stream for Thursday, May 12th, 2022 by Audio Game Extraordinaire 4 views link Q&A stream for
And I'm hearing myself again.
main landmark hi chat button. Like this video along
Sorry,
with
guys,
frame
I'll
set
get
create
this
add react learn
paused
more
in a
chat action
second.
landmark Q&A stream for Thursday, May 12th, 2022 by Audio Game Extraordinaire 4 views link Q&A stream for
And I'm hearing myself again.
main landmark hi chat live chat like this video along
Sorry, guys, I'll get this
learn more
paused
chat
in a
action
second.
landmark Q&A
Oh,
stream for Thursday, May 12th, 2022 video grouping unavailable.
I'm hearing
Out of
myself
group
again.
live chat like this video along
Sorry, guys, I'll get this paused in a second.
YouTube video player 4 minutes 38 seconds of 4 news stream for Thursday, May 12th, 2022 video main landmark unavailable
I'm
sliders like button
hearing
pause.
myself
Okay,
again.
play. K.
Oh, okay, there we go. That was annoying as heck. Sorry about that.
Lombardi, hello.
Hey Lombardi, how's it going?
Frame live chat modes. Heading level C Productions. Hi.
Hey C Productions, what's up?
Button chat actions. Amr Mirza.
Amir, I'm very
New
sorry,
notification
I'm
from
gonna
mail. Uber
butcher
Eats. Take
people's
50% off of
names
two orders.
again.
Mail. Actions window. Button chat action. Amr Mirza.
Amir Mirza
Hi here from
says,
India.
hi here from India. Hi, how's it going? Thank you so much for being here.
Button chat act. The instrument. What's up? The instrument master.
The instrument master says,
What's up?
what's up? I am doing well, I cannot complain.
Button chat act. Welcome to live chat. Link button. Learn more Lombardi. Hello.
Hey
Button
Lombardi.
chat action. Audio game. Say something. Say something.
Alright, so yeah, today we're going to be doing a Q&A. So, what time is it where you guys are? I know here it's like, actually, wait, let me look at my clock.
Desktop list. Show notification. Action system clock. 6:13 p.m.
Oh, it's 6:13 here, almost 6:15. That's cool. Close to being my dinner time.
McKenna Conlon, hi.
Hey, McKenna, what's up? So good to have you with us today.
Amir Mirza, which device are you using?
Which device am I using? I am using
Lombardi, 613.
Oh, nice. It's 6:13 where you are. As for the device I'm using, I'm currently using my Windows computer. Like a dummy, I forgot that I could actually look at chat on my PC thanks to that
Amir
Google
Mirza,
add-on I
3
installed.
hours 43 minutes and 34 seconds.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Lombardi,
System clock.
EST
6:14 p.m.
family.
Oh, wait, why am I still on the clock?
Desktop list.
Yeah, I'm using a Windows computer to do all my recording right now, which is why my internal microphone sounds like crap. But, you know, what can you do? So I have some exciting news. There is a possibility, a very faint possibility, mind you. It's meaning it's there, but it's there even though it's not very likely. I may be doing a zero-G flight. And what that basically means is I will be going up in an aircraft and then doing a dive to simulate zero-G. And again, this may or may
McKenna
not
Conlon,
happen.
you are one of my favorite YouTubers.
Aw,
I wish
McKenna
that
says
there
you're
was a
one of my
way I can
favorite
support your channel
YouTubers.
further. I love
Aw,
different games and I love being able to play games with you.
aw, that's so sweet. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be applying for a zero-G flight that is sponsored by Astro Access. It's absolutely incredible. I'm so excited to be applying,
The
you
Instrument
guys.
Master, currently in the process of finishing the last boss in BK3.
Oh, fun. I hope you have enough defense drinks and speed drinks. You're definitely going to need those.
Lombardi, sounds scary.
Yeah, Lombardi says that sounds scary. Yes, indeed, it does. But, you know, I'm something of a risk taker and an adventurer, so I'm doing it anyway. I'm honestly kind of nervous myself, but I'm telling you guys, if I get selected to do this, I'm gonna squeal like a baby girl if I open that email and find out that I've been chosen. Oh man, it's always been my dream to be the first totally blind astronaut to go up into space. What about you guys? What do you guys dream about? What if you could do anything in the world right now, what would it be?
16. Q. Out of section button add react say out of audio game button chat act sound stare Lombardi. Button chat currently in the instrument master. Button chat act further. I love different games and I love being able to play. You are one of my favorite. Conlon. Button chat EST family. Lombardi. EST family. Lombardi. Button
McKenna
34334.
Conlon, what is that game? How much does it cost and would you be able to help me set it up?
Uh, BK3 is, its Japanese name is actually Bakurano de Balkan 3. Sorry to everybody out there who speaks Japanese. I probably, disgraced myself by trying to pronounce that. Um, but yeah, it's a game that was translated into English. If you haven't seen it yet, there is a playthrough of that game in my playlist section. So feel free to go check that out while I, try to get my hands on a new computer so I can actually stream audio games better. Um, so yeah, it's really fun. It's a side scroller sort of thing. It's not multiplayer, but it's a side scroller, and you basically have to unravel the mystery behind this secret organization that tries to take over your town. Pretty interesting stuff.
Amr Mirza. 34334. Button Lombardi. EST button chat actions. Say something.
But oh my gosh, that would be so exciting to go up into space. That would be so cool.
Lombardi, I dream of being.
You dream of being. Don't keep me in the dark. The suspense is killing me.
Lombardi, whoops. Amir Mirza, I wish I could leave this world without letting anyone know my whereabouts.
Ah, yeah, trust me, Amir. There are times when I definitely feel like that too. Sometimes you just want to get away from everything, you know? Get off the grid. But then again, if I did that, I wouldn't be able to stream to you guys, so that there's that. I don't know. It is something that I think about sometimes, especially with all the craziness that is going on in the world.
The instrument master just sent some cats after the energy crystal because stupid thing keeps teleporting, making it hard to hit.
Oh, yeah, that's a
McKenna
good
Conlon,
idea.
one of my dreams is to become a therapist, and another is to have a guide dog since I'm also blind.
Ah, so McKenna says that she dreams about getting a guide dog and becoming a therapist. I will say becoming a therapist is a very worthy goal. Me personally, I thought about having a guide dog, but I don't know. I feel like right now I'm not financially stable enough to the point where I would feel comfortable caring for something like a dog. I'm keeping my options open. It's definitely on the table, but it's just not in the cards right now, especially because I don't have my own place and I'm struggling to find a job and I want to wait until things settle down before I look into getting a guide dog.
Out of section button. Say out of audio game extra button chat action. One of my dreams is to become a make button chat actions. It. Just sent some cats the instrument master.
Oh, the instrument master said he just sent some cats after the energy crystal. Yeah, that works too. I will say though, if you're playing through the easy level, the least difficult one, that water plane launcher is incredible. I have one, and you would not believe how well it works. And actually, um, I also figured out a way to get past most of the cameras without destroying them. So I consider that an accomplishment. I learned to be stealthy about getting past all the cameras and whatnot, which is definitely a good thing. Oh man, it's so good to be here. I'm really glad to be back on stream, and I know it's been a long time. What have you guys been up to since,
Lombardi, SC.
SC? SC, go South Carolina, right? Oh man, it's so good to be here. I love streaming for you guys, even though we can't stream audio games right now. I hope y'all don't think that the channel is dead. Um, there is so
Lombardi,
much
I
stuff
keep
that I want
doing
to
that
get to.
lol.
I keep doing it. Oh, that's all right. That sounds like what I was doing
The
yesterday.
instrument master, what I want to do later in my life or at some point, it's become the instrument master. Amir Mirza, I dream so big that I can never fulfill my dreams. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of
Aw,
joy.
I love that, Amir. He says that he dreams so big that they can't be fulfilled. Well, I mean, don't think like that. Just take one step at a time and try to think about things that you can fulfill at this point in order to achieve the dreams that it seems like you can't fulfill. I personally never thought that I would be applying to go up into space, so there's that. Giving up hope is a dangerous thing.
Just sent some the instrument master.
Oh, the instrument master says he wants to become, well,
Lombardi,
the instrument
SC pays for
master.
your guide dog.
So, when you say the instrument master, do you want to learn how to play every single instrument out there or collect every single instrument? I know for me, I actually have a huge collection of musical instruments. They're kind of all spread out in different places around my house. But I love instruments a lot. Even if I can't play worth a darn, at least I can say that I collect all of them.
Button chat the instrument mat button. I wish I could leave this world without leaving. Button the just set it. Button chat action. Make.com one of my buttons. Lombardi SC. Button chat action Lombardi. I keep do button chat action. The instrument master. What I want to do later in my life or at some point. It's become button Amr Mirza. I dream so big. Button chat Lombardi.
Lombardi, and all of the food and such.
All of the food and such. So Lombardi is going to be a food connoisseur, and the instrument master is going to become the instrument master. That's awesome.
Button chat Lombardi. SC pays for your guide dog.
Oh, SC pays for your guide dog, Lombardi says. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, I know that they
Amir
pay
Mirza,
for it,
at the
but it's
moment my
just,
aim is to serve as an administrative officer for my
I've actually
country.
never had a dog. I've always grown up with cats, and I will say I'm not really, I'm gonna go off on a tangent here, but I gotta say there was this one time when I'm typically not a violent person, but I almost beat the crap out of this one woman that I saw at a convention because I saw her, my parents and I saw her abusing this poor guide dog, and oh, it was pretty terrible. I felt downright murderous, and I am not typically a violent
McKenna
person.
Conlon, you guys are what keeps me going and makes my depression lessen.
Lombardi. SC pays for your guide. Button chat Lombardi. And all of the food and such. Button chat Amr Mirza. At the moment my aim is to serve as an administrative officer for my
Oh,
country.
sorry, Lombardi said and all the food and such. Okay, I get you now, Lombardi. Sorry about that.
McKenna Conlon, without you, or other YouTube gamers in the world I
Amr
would
Mirza.
probably
At the
be
moment my
too
aim is to serve as an
depressed to
administrative
get up
officer for
in
my
the
country.
morning.
Amr Mirza. At the moment.
Oh, Amir Mirza says he wants to serve as an administrator for his country. That's incredible. I wish you all the best of luck.
Lombardi, LOL.
I know you'll do well in whatever you decide to pursue.
Button chat act make.com. You guys are what keeps me going and makes my depression lessen.
Aw, McKenna says you guys are what keeps me going and makes my depression lessen. That is awesome. I'm so glad that we can take your mind off things.
Button chat make.com. Without you or other YouTube gamers in the world I would probably be too depressed to get up in the morning.
Aw, don't worry, McKenna. As Sam Frodo, not Sam, what am I saying? Sam Gamgee in Lord of the Rings so eloquently put it, even darkness must pass. Um, and as I always say, every cloud has a silver lining. Not darkness can't last forever, and it won't. There's always a way out, even if it's not with us.
Lombardi, how old are you?
How old am I? Lombardi asks. I am 26. How old are you guys? If you don't feel comfortable sharing your age, you don't really have to. I was just curious about the audience I was broadcasting to.
Button chat Lombardi. Lol. Button chat Lombardi. How old are you? Button audio game extraordinaire. Button chat. How old are you?
Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of things to talk about. Oh, we're having a party for my
Lombardi,
sister on Saturday.
23.
I'm so excited. This is going to be a really big party because my sister just graduated from
Amir Mirza,
college.
I am only 17
And
LOL.
she is incredible. She's almost a straight A student. She has like a 3.99 GPA. I am just so incredibly proud to be called her sister. And we actually went to see her graduate last Saturday. So that was really exciting. We went to Columbia, South Carolina to see it. She's incredible. She actually wants to study to be she wants to work in psychology, and she's thinking about going back for her master's degree at some point. So she is definitely smart as a tack, definitely smarter academically than I am. So, yeah.
Button chat action Lombardi. 23.
Lombardi says he's 23. Awesome.
Button chat act Amr Mirza. I am
Amir,
only 17 lol.
Amir says I'm only
Lombardi, that's
17.
sweet.
Hey, that's good. It's good to be young. Um, I actually, um, I actually like to tell people I'm a 5-year-old in a 26-year-old costume because I love to act like a child whenever I can. I think it's important to, you know, you don't necessarily have to be stupid and be
The
a
instrument
child,
master,
but at
no
least
energy
remain
crystal.
youthful because you're only as old as you feel. So, Yeah. And again, I know when there's a certain time and place to act like a child, and other times when you have to act like an adult. You know, that's, you're going to find that that's true in pretty much everywhere. So, yeah.
Amr Mirza, I am only 7. Button chat Lombardi. Fat sweet. Button chat act the instrument master. No energy crystal.
The instrument master
The
says no
instrument
energy
master,
crystal. Oh,
12.
man. Well, at least you wiped it off the map.
Button chat the instrument master. 12.
Oh, the instrument master is 12. Awesome. That is awesome. Okay, that leads to another question. What was your favorite part about growing up? Like, did you have any special memories that were associated with your childhood, or maybe you really liked one of the schools you went to? I know for me, it was
McKenna
kind of
Conlon, I
interesting.
am 21.
Oh, McKenna says she's 21. Awesome. I remember when I was growing up,
Lombardi, do you also live in SC, or does your sister just go to school here?
Um, yeah, I remember when I was growing up, I really liked being in my Braille class. That was my favorite class. I liked the other classes, and I had some
Amir
friends
Mirza, dude,
outside of
have a
my Braille
strange
class,
question for you. What
but
is your maximum screen time on your device?
I
I have
do,
recorded the highest screen time of 16 hours and 33 minutes in my whole life.
yeah, so I don't know. I liked being in one of my friends' class and my other classes, but I and I gotta be honest with y'all, when I was growing up, I was the only blind student in every single school that I went to. So it could be a bit isolating sometimes. I don't know, and it's not a bad thing to be in contact with sighted peers, but at the same time, it is nice when you can be in classes where there is at least one other person who you can genuinely understand. Because a lot of sighted people, they'll listen to you talk about problems that you have with mobility instructor, with a mobility, and talking about the challenges of learning Braille, but they don't really have a full understanding of what it's like. So it's really nice to be in contact with someone who genuinely understands what you're going through. That's why I like my Braille class so much. I was able to help out other students and learn from others, and it was just a really nice place. Actually, a lot of us we still stay in contact, which is good. I made a lot of friends there, and they were friends for life. So, it's very special to me.
The instrument 12. Button chat act made knock I am 21. Button chat Lombardi. Do you also live in SC or does your sister just go to school
McKenna
here?
Conlon, I was told by my family that I need to not be so into games. They are too childish and I need to be thinking more about adult stuff.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, McKenna, I probably should be too. But again, it goes back to that whole thing of being a child at heart. Where would the world be if you just threw away everything that you enjoyed about your childhood? You would have nothing to look forward
The
to in
instrument
adulthood.
master, I like the current school I'm going to, which is the Governor Moorhead School in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Ah, the instrument master says he's going to school in the school at the school in
Button Amr Mirza. Do have recorded. Button chat action made knock on. Button chat action made knock. I was thinking button the instrument. I like Liquor Carolina.
it's the Governor Moorhead School. I've actually been there before. It's a really nice place. I went to camp there once. It was really nice.
I like the current button chat action made knock online. I was told I make button record. Do Amr Mirza. Button chat act. Do you also live in SC or does your sister just go to school here?
So,
Lombardi.
Lombardi asks, is your sister here? Does she live here in South Carolina or does she go to school? She kind of migrates and goes all over the place, but for the most part, she's in South Carolina. She actually came home today, which is nice.
Do you also button chat actions? Do you also live in SC or does your sister just go Lombardi? Button chat action Lombardi. Do you also button chat actions?
I
Do you also
also live in SC, yes.
button chat Amr Mirza? Do have a strange question for you. What is your maximum screen time on your device? I have
So,
Amr Mirza. Do have a
Amir asked, what is the maximum screen time on your computer? Far too much. uh, I pretty much spend all day on the computer. I'm just going to be perfectly honest. I spend all day on the computer. And when I'm not on my computer, I'm either on my phone watching YouTube, listening to music, or I'm reading a book on my Braille display. I do have some Braille books, but I can't really access my full library at the moment, so I have to refer to my Braille display in order to read stuff. Which is good because then uh, I can download books that I wouldn't have access to otherwise and read those. So it's very nice. By the way, now is as good a time as any to mention that I'm starting up another YouTube channel. It's called Voice Without Vision, and I already have a couple stories up there. Until I get this wackiness with my sound card fixed, I can't really record high quality books. Um, but I definitely have plans to upload more stories, and if worst comes to worst, I can always record on my iPhone and post books that I read up there. And it's not going to be monetized, so hopefully I won't get any copyright crap or whatever, but
Amr Mirza, you
yeah.
have a strange question for you. What is your recorded highest
Lombardi,
screen time of 16
what's
hours and
your
33
fave
minutes in my whole
type
life?
of music?
Button chat action. Make.com. I was told by my family that I need to not be so into games. They are too childish and I need to be. Thinking button the instrument master. I like the current school I'm going to, which is the Governor Moore at School in Rock Carolina. Button chat Lombardi. What's your fave type of music?
What's my favorite type of music? Good question. Um, my favorite type of music, oh my gosh, I have so much. I'm pretty eclectic. I don't really care for pop and rap personally because I feel like they talk about the same topics all the time. And with rap, I just can't understand it. And the parts that I do understand, I don't necessarily like. I mean, really, I know that's just my personal opinion, but if you go
Lombardi, you're
online
a
and look
writer.
up the lyrics for rap music, you will probably find a bunch of cuss words in it, and you will probably not like the topics that are discussed. The only exception that I will make to rap music is the musical Hamilton. I will say I do like that because it's educational
McKenna
and it talks
Conlon,
about
I
actual
told them they just
things.
have to deal with it because I'm not giving
So,
up games.
Lombardi. What's your
Games
fave
are
type
my
of music?
coping
Button chat
skill
action.
and so
Lombardi.
is music
You're a
and
writer?
I'm not giving that up.
Lombardi asks, are you a writer? Um,
Amir Mirza,
Honestly,
have
my
you heard the
attempts at
record-breaking
writing
song As It Was
stories
by
have been
Styles?
very limited previously. The story that I wrote, it's a children's story. It's about half an hour long, and it's up on my channel, Voice Without Vision. It's basically a fantasy story, and it's an okay attempt at a story. I've read a lot of fantasies, so I based what I read off of the story that I wrote, and I just made it accessible or child friendly. So yeah. I did write a few other short stories when I was in middle school. One of them was called The Solar Candle, which, I didn't really, looking back on it, it was a pretty childish attempt at writing a story. But, I did write some poems when I was in high school, but that's mostly because I had to and not just because I wanted to. I do have an idea of writing a science fiction story, and I would think I want to call it Escape the Dreamscape. And the premise of it is that there is a scientist who wants to invent a way for you to see into people's dreams and possibly enter into people's dreams. And there would be this whole story about this
The
enemy that
instrument
rises up
master,
from a dream and
growling,
makes its way into the real world.
RRRRRRR.
So, sort of a combination of science fiction and fantasy. I haven't really worked out all the particulars yet. I've written a few rough drafts of the first chapter, but that's about as far as I've gotten. So I'm not the best writer, unless you're talking about
Lombardi, you
describing
seem so
things.
sophisticated.
Lombardi. You're a writer? Button chat make.com. I told them they just have to deal with it because I'm not giving up games. Games are my coping.
McKenna says they'll just have to deal with me playing games, and that's my coping mechanism. I get it. I totally get it. Although I do also understand that I won't be able to play games 24/7 for the rest of my life. I do need to get a job, and I've been trying to. Man, it is so hard to find a job as a blind person, you guys, especially in a place like this where there is no public transit. and no
Lombardi,
possibility of getting
that
to work
sci-fi
without
story
having my
sounds
own
fun.
personal chauffeur. And as for paying for something like Uber or Lyft, yeah, I can file that under F for forget it because it is it's so expensive, like off the wall expensive. I'm pretty sure that a few days of paying for Uber is about the equivalent of paying for filling up your tank. So it's ridiculous. And there's not really a way that I can get to a bus stop because the closest bus stop is about 5 miles from my house. Pretty much stuck here, but it's all right. I'm very religious, so I have a feeling that there's a reason why God wants me to be where I am right now, and that's fine. That's totally fine. He knows where he wants me to be, and he will point me in the right direction when the time is right. I firmly believe that.
I told them they just have to be still. Button chat Amr Mirza. Have you heard the record-breaking song As It Was by Styles?
Amir asks, have you ever heard of the record-breaking
Amr, have you
song?
heard the record-breaking song As It Was by Styles?
It
Amr, have you heard the record-breaking song As It Was by Styles?
is
You heard the record-breaking song
As It Was. Oh, no, I haven't heard it. I'll have to pull it up on iTunes. Maybe after I get off here, I can find it on Apple Music and listen to it.
Button chat the instrument master.
Lombardi, I'm religious too.
Oh, nice. Lombardi says he's religious too. Are you a Christian? I was raised in the tradition of Southern Baptist. Um, it's actually, I'm hoping that I can get baptized in the near future because I haven't had it done before, and it's something I've always wanted to do because I think it's important.
Button chat the instrument master. GRRRRRRRRR.
The instrument master says grrr. It
The
must be
instrument
something in
master,
BK3.
dash.
Button chat Lombardi. You seem so sophisticated.
Lombardi says you seem so sophisticated. Aw, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's really nice.
Button chat Lombardi. That sci-fi story sounds fun.
That's Lombardi says that sci-fi story sounds fun. Thanks. If I can't make a story out of it, I definitely want to try to create a game out of it using Sable's concept demo. I won't be able to distribute it, but I can at least, if I ever make a game like that, I could stream it for you guys. So that's cool.
Button chat Lombardi. I'm religious too. Button chat the instrument master. Ugh.
The instrument master says ugh. Hashtag gaming problems. I get it.
Button chat audio game extraordinaire. Button chug.
Yeah,
Lombardi, I wanna be a Christian apologist someday maybe.
Oh, Lombardi says he wants to be a Christian apologist. That's awesome. I sincerely wish you the best of luck. I'll be praying for your success. Um, yeah, I wish there was a job that I could take as a professional gamer, a professional audio gamer. That would be awesome. I did try to set my channel up to be
Amir
monetized,
Mirza,
but
characters are without space because
because
of the character
of
limit of YouTube life chart.
But yeah, because of copyright and stuff that I have gotten over the years that I've done this channel, there's just too much copyright material from audio games, so the possibility of it being
Amir Mirza,
monetized kind of
live
goes out the
chat.
window.
Button chat Lombardi. I want to be a Christian apologist someday. Button chat Amr Mirza. Characters are without space because of the character limit of YouTube life chart.
Oh yeah, characters are without space because of limitations on the YouTube
Amr Mirza. Characters are without space
chart.
because of the character limit of YouTube life chart.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely an issue.
Button chat Amr Mirza. Live chat. Button chat actions. Audio game extraordinaire. Say something. Audio button live chat.
Yeah, I really wish I could be a professional audio gamer, but I also understand that it doesn't really pay the bills, especially in today's world. Living in today's world is expensive because you have to be able to support yourself, set up plans for retirement and, long term, insurance, utilities, water, bills, internet, plus entertainment and savings. So yeah, it's really, really expensive to live, pretty much anywhere. My parents, when they retire, they want to move out into the country and get some land. My dad's actually recently taken up gardening, which is awesome. I admire my parents so much, you guys. I really do. They are wonderful people, and I couldn't imagine life without them. They're fabulous. They've supported me ever since I was born. They always supported me in whatever I did. And they, even when it comes to this
Jordan
YouTube
Mahoney, The Blind
channel, they
World,
always tell people
Hazel
about it. And it's just awesome to have such wonderful parents. I tear up if I think too much about it because I owe them so much
Madeline
and they've
Gradenaru,
sacrificed
which was the
so
first
much to
audio game
provide
that you
for
have
me.
ever played.
So it's just incredible. I love it so much.
Button chat actions.
Lombardy and Hearthstone packs
Jordan
are
Mahoney is blind. Hey
expensive
Shell.
too.
Jordan Mahini says,
Christopher
"Hey Shell,
Thornhill,
hey
hey girl,
Jordan,
what's
how's it
up?
going? Thank you
You
so
should do
much for
your
being
first stream
here."
onto the
Button
Dragon's
chat actions.
Cave. The
Madeline
game
Gradenaru.
for iOS releases on
Button
Madeline
chat
Sunday.
Madeline Gradenaru.
Madeline Gradinero
Which was the
says,
first audio game that you have ever played?
"Which was the first audio game you have ever played?" That is an excellent question. I think the first one that I have ever played was the Super Egg Hunt by Elworks. That, like the original Super Egg Hunt, came out when I was in middle school. So I think that is the first game that I ever played. That and The Great Toy Robbery. What about you guys? What audio games did you, what was your first audio game ever that you guys played? I know when I was in high school, my favorite audio games were by the Something Else Company. So The Nightjar, Papa Sangre, Audio Defense, all those. And actually, stay tuned, guys, because in the future I will be posting a
Jordan Mahoney, The
video
Blind
that
World.
talks
I
about the
did my
theories
YouTube channel
behind
in
the
secret,
Something
and I
Else
think it
games.
amazing, Shelby,
So
that you
that will
have parents
definitely
to
be
support you
something
because
to
my
pursue, and it's
Madeline
definitely something to
Gradenaru,
look forward
great.
to.
I love this one. I have first started with
Button
Chillingham
chat at
and
Lombardi.
Tarzan
And Hearthstone packs are
Jr.
expensive too.
Yeah, Lombardi says, and Hearthstone packs are expensive too. They definitely can be. Anything that you pay for that's like a monthly subscription thing, and even in-game purchases can add up.
Button chat at Christopher. Hey girl, what's up? Christopher Thornhill.
Christopher Thornhill
Hey girl,
says,
what's up?
"Hey
You should do your
girl,
first stream
what's
onto the
up?"
Dragon's Cave, the game for real releases.
Oh yeah, he wants me to do the first stream of To the Dragon Cave. I definitely want to do that. I would have to look up how to
Jordan
mirror
Mahoney, The
audio
Blind
to the
World.
computer
I
from my
want you to become
iPhone.
a voice actor someday,
And
my friend, and
hopefully
if you
it
don't
won't
become a voice
be
actress in
cutting
Hollywood, I
out
will definitely
much.
take you on as my own voice actress.
On Sunday. Button chat actions. Jordan Mahoney, The Blind World.
I definitely want
Madeline
to stream To the
Gradenaru.
Dragon
Oh,
Cave,
and do not
if I
forget
can.
about Time
Button chat
Adventure.
at Jordan Mahoney. I did my YouTube channel in secret. Jordan Mahoney, The Blind World. I did my YouTube channel in secret, and I think it's amazing, Shelby, that you have parents to support.
Oh yeah, Jordan Mahoney says he did his YouTube channel in secret. Honestly, I kind of did too. I did not think I was going to approach anywhere near 416 subscribers,
Jordan
which,
Mahoney, The
by the
Blind
way, I want to
World.
take a
I
second
support you as
and
well, my
thank
friend. I
all of
hope
the
you
new
succeed in life, and
subscribers that
just
we
I hope
have
that
for
you make a
joining the
difference,
Craig
big or
clan.
small, even
That
if
is
it is in the gay
absolutely
world.
insane, and I am
Lombardy,
super excited
Hearthstone
that
was
you
my
decided
first
to
game
support
since
my
losing my
channel.
sight.
Thank you so much for being here and for subscribing and spreading the word about my channel. That means so much to me. Thank you.
Jordan I did my YouTube channel because my button chat actions. Madeline Gradenaru. Great, I love this one. I first started with Chillingham and Tarzan Jr.
Oh, Madeline Grabanero says I actually started with Chillingham
Madeline, great, I love this one. I first started with Chillingham and Tarzan Jr.
and Tarzan Jr. Oh yeah, I remember Tarzan Jr. I didn't really get to play it much because the first few times I tried to play it, I came up with some kind of runtime error or something. It was really annoying. But I've seen it before, and it seems like a cool game. It sounds almost like Q9 in a sense.
Button chat act. Jordan I want you to become a voice actor someday, my friend, and if you don't become a voice actress in Hollywood, I will definitely take you on as my own voice actress.
Jordan Mahini says he wants
The
me to become a
Instrument
voice
Master,
actress, and he
Yeez.
would take me on as as his own personal voice actress. That would be awesome. I probably don't stand a chance in Hollywood, let's be honest. I mean, I haven't tried before, but they typically want someone with experience and a voice acting reel. And honestly, I don't know, I just like voice acting for the fun of it. I don't really, I mean, it would be an additional bonus to get some cash for it, but I just do it for the pleasure that it gives me. It's sort of why I like reading books out loud. I just do it for the fun of it. If you guys want me to, I can pull up a book and read from it, and um, yeah. I can do that for you guys if you want me to.
Button chat action Madeline Grad. Oh, and do not forget about Time Adventure.
Oh yeah, I haven't played Time Adventure before, actually. If anybody knows about that game, give me some 411, because I'm always on the lookout for new content to stream. Speaking of streams, the next time I stream, I will either be doing daily life or I will be doing the long postponed stream of World of Warcraft for the first time. So definitely tune in for that. I'm also going to purchase Apathy Erases at some point because it seems like that is going to be a very interesting game.
Christopher Thornhill, I'm writing a book called The Serial Killer.
Button chat actions. Jordan Matheny, I support you as well, my friend. I hope you succeed in life and just I hope that you make a difference, big or small, even if it is in the gay world.
Aw, Jordan Mahini says he really supports me even if I only go on to do big things in the game world. Thank you so much. That's so sweet.
Button Lombardi. Hearthstone was my first game since losing my sight.
Lombardi says Hearthstone was my first game since losing my sight. Aw, man. I'm so blessed that I was born without sight versus gradually losing it. I can't imagine what that's like. I really admire anyone who loses their sight and then instead, I mean, I can imagine how hard that must be because when you first lose your sight, you don't really know what to do, where to turn to, that sort of thing. I think it's easier for me because I was born blind and my parents always did their best to make sure that they had resources that they could look to for guidance. And they made sure to fact check things. And like I said, I have such amazing parents, and I really just thank God for blessing me with wonderful earthly parents as well as a wonderful heavenly Father. So it just means so much to me that they've always been there for me when I need them.
Button chat act the instrument master. Ease. Button chat act Christopher Thornhill. I'm writing a book called The Serial Killer.
Jordan Mahoney,
Christopher
The Blind
Thornhill says
World.
I'm writing a book
Christopher
called The
Thornhill, if you
Serial
have an
Killer.
excess full version of
Ooh.
that book that in braille
Actually,
or just
Christopher,
whatever
if you
version of
want
it
me
in
to,
general, I'd love to
once you
read it.
finish writing it, I can, and once it's published and everything, and or even when it's not, if you need someone to be the narrator for the book, I would be happy to read it for the YouTube channel Voice Without Vision. I'd love to read it and post it there if you want me to.
Button chat action Jordan Matheny Christopher Thornhill. If you have Jordan Matheny The Blind World. Christopher Thornhill. If you have an excess full version of that book that in braille or just whatever version of it in general, I'd love to read it.
Yeah, Christopher Thornhill says he wants, or I'm sorry, Jordan Mahini says he wants a braille copy of the book.
My first audio games are Ars games and good old Eurofly.
Button chat Christopher Thornhill. My first audio games are games and good old Eurofly.
Yes, Ars games and Eurofly. Stefan Kiss, if you are listening to this, please, please, please don't abandon Eurofly. I'm going to be so mad if it's abandoned. I have spent hours logging time in the air. Literally hours. Days and hours and months and years. Don't let it go to waste! Please! Oh man. And especially considering the fact that there is no other blind sim that is designed with accessibility from the ground up. Although I did hear from a couple of friends that there are some game devs who are writing scripts to make their flight sims accessible, which is awesome. We need more flight sims. And horror games.
Button chat act audio game say something. Audio game button chat action.
Yeah, I think it would be the coolest thing to be a voice actress. That would be really good. That's the thing. Part of my problem in finding careers now is I'm finding it so difficult to narrow things down into feasible
Christopher Thornhill,
paychecks.
it won't go by the
And
wayside. It's still
I
being
guess part
developed
of my
right now. The war
problem
is still going
is
on.
that
Suripudan Tunanitra, how have been you? Hi Shelby.
I guess part of my problem too is that I have dreams that are very unfeasible as of right now. Like being a secret agent as a blind person, you know, being a spy. That would be really cool. A lot of my dreams are, I will admit, a lot of my dreams are childish. So it's hard for me to narrow down specifically what I want to do and turn it into a substantial paycheck that would make enough money so that I could support myself. and any family I decide to have in the future. So it's really complicated.
Christopher Thornhill, does anyone ever play
And I
Crazy
guess part of the
Party?
problem too is that I don't really, I've never really liked the thought of just going to work in some random
Lombardi,
call
what are some
center.
good audio
I
horror
have
games?
no, I have no problems or nothing against people who work in call centers, but it just doesn't sound like my cup of tea, especially since I have 2 college degrees. Not that I've ever been
Amir
able to
Mirza,
use
I
them.
request you to read the
So,
poem which I am going to send in my next message as a
My first audio,
narrator.
Christopher Thornhill. My first audio game, Christopher button chat actions. Christopher Thorn. My first audio games are games and good old Eurofly. Button Christopher Thorn. It won't go by the wayside. It's still being developed right now. The war is still going on.
oh good, Eurofly is still being developed. Yes! I hope the same thing for Code 7. Please, Lord, do not abandon Code 7, because I need to know what
Koshi
happens to
blogs, which
Alex.
game you like?
I must know. I cannot rest until I know what happens to Alex.
Button chat acts. I ripped it into the Nedra.
Si- I'm so sorry, I'm gonna mispronounce your name again.
Button chat. I ripped it into the Nedra.
Sire-
To the Nedra. Cyripidin.
Cyrepiadin
To the Nedra.
Tunanetra? I am so sorry. Anyway, they
How
say,
of the new I Shelby. Cyrip. How of the new I Shelby.
how have you been? Hi, Shelby. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so glad you could be here today. Very happy to welcome you.
Button chat actions. Christopher Thornhill. Does anyone ever play Crazy Party?
Christopher Thornhill says, does anyone ever play Crazy Party? Yes, I do. I love playing Crazy Party. I like the online minigames version better than the actual online battle. It just, I don't know, online battle cards have never really been my cup of tea. But regardless of that, I definitely plan on streaming Hearthstone at some point as
Koshi
well.
blogs,
So,
what is that TDS reader? How to use it?
Button chat action. Lombardi. What are some good audio horror games?
what are some good audio horror games? Unfortunately, there are not many. I actually want to use Sable to design a horror game myself. I would die if there was an accessible version of Five Nights at Freddy's. I would absolutely play that, no questions asked. And actually, I did hear that you could play Five Nights at Freddy's 4 in blind mode and the joy of creation. If I could figure out how to get past the main menu in those games, because they're not
Christopher
really
Thornhill,
accessible
you
with
can mirror
screen
your
readers,
iPhone to
I
your
would
PC. I
definitely
think
play
it's in
that.
your iPhone settings.
Absolutely,
Koshi
unequivocally.
blogs, don't
Lombardi.
forget
What are some good audio button chat actions?
STW.
Amr Mirza. I request you to read the poem which I am going to send in my next message as a
Amir
narrator.
Mirza says he wants me to read a poem that he's going to send me. Okay, I will tell you this is going to be kind of, well, maybe not. Maybe I can hook my braille display up to my computer and read it that way. I wonder if I could do that, actually. It's worth a try. I could give it a shot. I'd have to get my braille display out and get it set up and everything, but I could definitely try.
Button chat act. Cautious blogs. Which game you like?
Akashic Blog says, which game do you like? Oh my gosh, there are so many games out there that I like. Eurofly, Cosmic Rage. I actually used to be a doctor in that game, but I recently resigned. Because I love medical RP. And actually, one of the things I'm looking into is going into medical coding. I don't know if there's going to be challenges associated with that, but I would definitely love to do medical coding. So we'll see.
Button chat action. Cautious blogs. What is that TTS reader? How to use it?
Kaushik Vlogs was wondering about the TTS reader. The TTS reader is it is YouTube chat. Let me see if I can go into my Chrome extensions and find it. Hang on.
Toolbar. Chrome menu button submit back button submenu reload button reload view site information address and search bar edit Y selection removed.
Oh
YouTube.com
shucks.
slash watch feed install YouTube button
Oh
address and search view site information reload button reload back button submenu Chrome menu button submenu
oh what?
chat actions button chat actions button.
Oh okay. Never mind.
I request you to read the poem
We're
which I am
good.
going to send in my button caution which game but caution what is button crystal you can mute button chat caution logs don't forget STW button chat actions don't forget caution logs button chat actions caution logs.
Oh, Kaushik Vlog says, don't forget STW. Definitely not. No. The reason I haven't been on there is because I got errors every time I tried to run STW. I don't know, it's really annoying. It's really annoying.
Don't forget STW button chat audio game extraordinaire say something audio button don't caution button you can mirror Christopher button chat actions Christopher Thornhill you can mirror your iPhone to your PC I think it's in your iPhone settings.
Christopher Thornhill says you can mirror your iPhone to your PC in the settings. That's
Koshik
awesome.
blogs. Once EE should do one video.
Christopher button chat. What is that TTS reader? How to use it?
Let's see if I can find that TTS reader.
Toolbar. Chrome menu button submenu customize and control Google Chrome. Menu exit explain help submit settings paste CT copy C cut CTRL plus
I think
X15.
it's
Toolbar. Chrome.
YouTube speech or chat with speech. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's what that is. YouTube chat with speech, and it is a free Google Chrome extension. I will say I do like reading the chat better with my screen reader versus
Koshik
the
blogs.
TTS thing,
Together.
but it works.
Koshik logs. What is that TTS button chat? Christopher Thorne. You can mirror your reference button chat at Koshik log. Don't forget STW button chat Koshik log. Once he should do one video.
Yeah, once I should do one video of STW, absolutely. I have an STW playlist, and like I said, I haven't been able to add to it because my computer gives me errors every time I try to run STW. Super annoying. I don't know how to fix it.
Button chat at Koshik logs. Together. Button chat at audio game extraordinaire. Button chat at
You're saying you want to do a collab. We absolutely can. I'm definitely interested in doing collabs with other YouTubers. Undoubtedly.
audio game say something. Audio button chat together.
Christopher Thornhill. Just did my first Twitch live stream.
Oh,
Button chat at Christopher Thornhill.
Christopher Thornhill
Just did my
says,
first Twitch
I
live
just
stream.
did my first Twitch live stream. That is awesome. I figured out a while back that there was a way to archive your videos and have them saved in your Twitch feed so that they don't get deleted every 30 days, which is awesome. I went ahead and enabled that setting under Twitch, so now Twitch viewers can go back and look at all the fun streams we do. Well, maybe not all of them because I still can't upload my archive to there yet, but I'm hoping to make that a thing in the future. So yeah, fun stuff. Oh my goodness gracious. How's the weather where you guys are? Here it's just now getting into springtime weather. It's getting into the high 80s and stuff.
Koshik blogs. Started playing Constant Battle.
Oh, Kaushik Blog says he started playing Constant Battle. Nice. Very nice. I played Constant Battle for a bit until I couldn't play it anymore. The server's been acting kind of weird too.
Button chat at Koshik logs. Started button chat actions. Audio game extraordinary. Button started playing constant battle.
Yeah.
Christopher Thornhill. The coolest day right now on Sunday. We are supposed to reach 102.
Oh my gosh, that is the coolest day for you guys on Sunday? Or not on Sunday, but
Button chat actions.
oh my
Christopher Thorne.
gosh, that isn't what, no. No, that is too hot for me. It's too hot for me here, and I'm from the South. I've lived in the South my whole life. It's funny, people tell me that even though I live down south, I don't have a southern accent. They'll either they will either say that I have a northern accent or they will say that I have no accent. So, yeah. So, I'm curious, we've talked about our favorite music and what's everybody's favorite food? I have so many. I will admit that I am sort of a picky eater
Lombardi. I'm
myself.
about to eat dinner. It's
Oh,
been fun.
oh,
Smiley
speaking of
face.
food.
The coolest day right now on
Koshik
Sunday. We are supposed.
blogs. Here too rainy in India.
Button chat at Lombardi.
Oh, speaking of which,
I'm about to
Lombardi
eat dinner. It's been
says
fun.
he's about to eat dinner. Awesome. I hope it's delicious. I have no idea what our dinner plans are for tonight. My parents and my sister and my grandmother are working to get things set up and organized for the party. I offered to help them earlier, but they said there wasn't really anything I could do at this point, so I'm kind of just hanging out.
Lombardi. I'm about to eat. Button chat at Koshik logs. Here too rainy in India.
Kashik Blog says
Siripidan
it's rainy in
Tunanitra.
India.
I'm a
Aw,
blind
man.
Shelby. From Indonesia. Call me Arab only. I like your video.
Button chat actions. I repeat into the netra. I'm a blind Shelby from Indonesia. Call me Arab only. I like your video.
Okay, so you're from Indonesia, or,
Cyril, I'm a blind Shelby from Indonesia. Call me Rip only. I like your video.
that's awesome.
Hey, blind Shelby from Indonesia. Call me Rip. Space A R I
Christopher
P.
Thornhill, I missed favorite
Space.
music. I love casting
And he says
crowns,
to
and
call
my
him
favorite
Arab.
food of all
Okay,
is
I'll keep that
Mexican
in
and
mind.
pretty much anything, even sushi.
Button chat at Christopher Thornhill. I miss favorite music. I love casting crowns and my favorite food of all is Mexican and pretty much anything, even sushi.
Ah, sushi. I had sushi a couple of times.
Koshik blogs, I love
Sushi
chikun
is,
biryani.
I liked it when I tried it. We actually went to this restaurant and I had a group of friends who said, Shelby, you have to try sushi. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll try it. At first I liked it, but then later that day, probably
Amir
because my
Mirza,
body
although
wasn't
I am
used to
from
it,
India, but it's not all really here. It's about
I
40
started getting
degrees Celsius.
nauseous and I just didn't feel good. So that might just be because it was, uh, you know, done in a way that was not really that didn't really agree with my body, or because I wasn't used to it. I don't know. But yeah, that's about as far as my relationship with sushi goes.
Button chat at Koshik blogs. I love chicken during the night. Koshik, I love chicken during the night.
I can't say I don't know how to pronounce that. I can't say I've ever had that before, but it sounds delicious. I do like chicken.
Button chat Amr Mirza. Also, I
Rich
am from India, but it's not
Beardsley,
all really here. It's
hey.
about 40 degrees Celsius.
Oh wow, so
Amr Mirza. Also, I am from India.
Amir is saying that it's like 40
Christopher
degrees
Thornhill,
Celsius.
oh,
That's
I
not
love
bad.
cheesecake any day.
Button chat actions. Rich
Koshik
Beardsley. Hey,
blogs,
Rich
how to
Beardsley.
Hey,
reach you
Rich
to do
Hey.
Beardsley,
collab
how's it
video.
going? Thank you so much for being here today. We're doing a Q&A.
Button chat at Christopher Thornhill. Oh, I love cheesecake. Cheesecake any day.
Oh yeah, cheesecake. Oh yeah. I've never really been a fan of cheesecake, but my granny and my mom love cheesecake. Actually, my mom's favorite type of cake is coconut. No, it's not. Just kidding. She likes coconut pie, not coconut cake. Which I don't. That's kind of weird, but you know, we all have our quirks. I know I probably have more than most.
Button chat at Koshik blog. How to reach you to do collab video.
How to reach me to do a collab video? I think I have my contact info on the main page for my YouTube channel. I know my social media links are there, even though I
Amir
don't
Mirza,
post
I love
much.
biryani so much, and
Button
coincidentally
chat
I
actions.
live
Amr
in the
Mirza.
city
I love
which
biryani
is
so much and
famous for
coincidentally I live in the city
biryani,
which is
which
famous
is
for biryani, which is
Hyderabad in India.
Hyderabad in India.
Oh, interesting. Lots of exotic foods. I haven't tried Indian before,
Amir
actually.
Mirza,
Like I said, I'm
live.
kind of a picky eater. How does the old saying go? I know what I like and I like what I know.
Rich Beardsley, cheesecake
I
is
don't know,
good.
call me
When I went to
closed-minded.
my
Button
aunt's
chat actions.
last
Amr Mirza.
week we
Live.
made a
Button chat
cheesecake for
action. Rich
my
Beardsley.
uncle's
Cheesecake is good. When I
birthday.
went to my aunt's last week, we made a cheesecake for my uncle.
Koshik blogs,
Nice.
I
Birthday.
like your video of 3D Velocity.
Oh yeah, 3D Velocity. I love that game. It reminds me so much of Top Gun. I love that game. I love that game. The only time I don't like it is when I'm playing in the online mode and somebody's battling with a joystick and I can't compete with that. I don't have a joystick.
Button chat
Rich
Koshik blogs.
Beardsley, I need to pick that game up again.
I like your video of 3D Velocity. Button chat Rich Beardsley. I need to pick that game up again.
Yeah, that game is a lot of fun. I love that game. Love that game. Yeah, I know that a lot of people love audio. Obviously, everybody here likes audio games, but what are some of your other hobbies? I have a wide variety of hobbies.
Koshik
I
blogs,
love
which headset you use?
I love singing, reading.
Rich
I
Beardsley,
love to
although
cook,
since I finally
and I
managed
like
to get a
playing the piano.
PS5 I haven't really been playing
I
audio
also like
games.
a lot of extreme sports like rock climbing, scuba diving, skiing. I love all of those. Definitely a lot of fun. It used to be my dream to climb Mount Everest. It still kind of is. I'm definitely an adventurer at heart.
Button chat Koshik blog. Which headset you use?
Which headset do I use? I actually use, I'm trying to remember what the name of it is, but I got it for Christmas a few years ago. It's a Bluetooth headset, and
Christopher Thornhill,
It also
crocheting,
has a noise
playing
canceling
guitar,
feature,
working
which
on
is very
cars,
nice.
and of course
Though I
writing
don't turn
books.
that feature on often because it's hard enough to hear what's going on around me without
Koshik
the noise
blogs,
canceling
I am
feature enabled.
instrumentalist.
So, yeah, but it's really nice. It has built-in TTS that tells you what's selected on the headphones, which is really nice. I really like that.
Button chat at Rich Beardsley. Although since I finally managed to get a PS5, I haven't really been playing audio games.
Oh, nice. Rich just got a PS5. Awesome. I know a lot of people have PS5s and they've been playing The Last of Us Part 2. I don't have a PS5, but I do have an Xbox One. I used it to play The Veil, and I recently just got a Western drama for it, and I have Mortal Kombat. My Xbox library is pretty limited, though.
Button chat at Christopher crocheting, playing guitar, working on cars, and of course writing books.
Oh, nice. Christopher likes to crochet, play
Christopher crocheting,
guitar,
playing guitar,
read
working on cars,
books.
and of course writing books.
Oh, writing books and working on cars. Nice. I feel like you and my dad would get along great. My
Rich
dad
Beardsley,
used to be a
I have
mechanic.
Jackbox, so at some point I could host
He's what
on
I call
TT.
a Renaissance man. So he does a little bit of everything. He works on cars, he does gardening. His first mechanical project was when he was 5 years old, and he was working on taking apart his mom's lawnmower and putting it back together. He's so
Christopher Thornhill,
incredible.
I love the Veil and I got it on
Button chat action
HPC.
Kaushik blog. I am instrumentalist.
Rich Beardsley, I
Kaushik
also
Blog
enjoy
says, I'm
books.
an
Currently
instrumentalist.
listening to
Very
Ready
awesome. I
Player
would love
One.
to hear some of your music. I love music. I actually wrote my own song, or composed it, I guess, but I don't really have the instrumentals or the lyrics for it, but I definitely have the tune for it.
Amir Mirza, wow,
It's
this is
kind of a
crazy. Even
ballad,
I
which
love
has kind of
singing,
died
playing
out
keyboard, and
nowadays.
reading books.
So I
Koshik
love
blogs,
ballads.
Button
have
chat
you
action Rich
used
Beardsley. I have Jackbox,
Streamlabs
so at
for
some point I
live
could post on
video?
TT.
Oh, Rich Beardsley says he has Jackbox. I need to know which version to get. I don't have Jackbox, but I know it exists for Xbox.
Button chat at Christopher. I love the Veil and I got it on this PC.
Oh, nice. Christopher loves the Veil and he got it on Itch PC. Nice. Very nice. Itch has a lot of cool games. They actually have some games that I haven't
Christopher
heard of
Thornhill,
before. Like
anyone have favorite groups? I love
I
Michael
found a
W.
list of
Smith,
accessible
Casting
games
Crowns.
there, which is awesome.
Button chat at Rich Beardsley. I also enjoy books. Currently listening to Ready Player One.
Oh, Rich says he also likes books and he's listening to Ready Player One. I haven't
Tim
heard of that
Kilgore,
book
I
before.
play Hades on PC, it's awesome,
I've
although I'm
read
not very good
Ender's Game
ATX.
before, which is
LOL.
basically a science fiction book about this young protege who specializes in combat strategy. So it's pretty interesting. I gotta say, it takes a drastic turn at the end, which we weren't expecting, but it's very
Rich
interesting.
Beardsley, we should do a Jackbox
Button
stream.
chat at Amr Mirza.
I
Wow,
can
this is crazy. Even I
host.
love singing, playing keyboard, and
I'd
reading
get
books.
Jackbox
Amir
8.
says he likes singing, playing keyboard, and reading books. That is absolutely awesome. I know a lot of people say that they prefer to listen to books versus reading them. Which formats do you guys prefer as far as books go?
The instrument
I know
master
for me
is
personally, I enjoy reading books in Braille and not so much listening to them. I feel like when you listen to audiobooks, it's kind of hit or miss. It's okay listening to things
Koshik
like graphic
blogs,
audio, but
shout
that can
out to
get
my
super
channel.
expensive. Um, so yeah, graphic audio. I don't really listen to audiobooks as much. I prefer to read them out loud so I can add as much life and emphasis as I want into each of the characters. It makes the story come alive for me.
Button chat at Kaushik blogs. Have you used Streamlabs for live video?
Have I used Streamlabs for live video? I did
Christopher
try it, but
Thornhill, I use Bard and I
it
have a
doesn't
Braille
seem
e-reader. I
as
love reading
accessible
Salem's
as it
Lot by
once
Stephen
did
King.
because I have a hard time navigating in Streamlabs anymore. It's very difficult to navigate.
Button chat at Christopher Thorne. Anyone have favorite groups? I love Michael W. Smith. Casting Crowns. Anyone have favorite groups? I love Michael W. Smith. Casting Crowns.
Anyone have any favorite groups? Um, by groups, do you mean like groups of people or authors or
Koshik blogs,
Button chat at Tim Kilger.
OBS is good.
Button Tim Kilger. I play Hades on PC. It's awesome. Although I'm not very
Tim
good at.
Kilger
I play Hades on
says
PC. It's awesome. Although I'm not very good at. Swole.
I play Hades on PC. I haven't played Hades before. Is that like Is that like an MMORPG or is that
Christopher Thornhill, singing
MMORPG?
groups.
Oh, singing groups. Okay, that makes sense. I used to be in a bunch of choirs when I was growing up, and I started a choir at the Colorado Center for the Blind. I don't know if it's still going on, but I had a fun time directing it while I was there. We actually did a song together and it got posted on YouTube, which is awesome.
Button chat. Rich Beardsley. We should do a Jackbox stream. I could host. I get Jackbox
Richbox
8.
says,
Rich Beardsley. We should do a Jackbox.
Rich, I can't talk. I'm sorry. Rich says we should do a Jackbox stream at some point. That would be awesome as soon as I get Jackbox. I'm also trying to save up money for this course that I'm going to take that does medical coding, so we'll have to see. But maybe for my birthday or something, we could do that.
Button chat. The instrument is. The instrument master is. Button chat. Button more. This message is held for review. Kaushik Logs. Shout out to my channel. Button chat actions. Button show.
All right,
Kaushik
Kaushik
Vlogs,
Vlog says shout out to my channel. Awesome.
Christopher
Button
Thornhill,
chat. Kaushik Logs.
what's
Ops is good.
Hades on PC?
Obs is good,
Is it
Kaushik
an
Vlog
audio
Button
game?
chat.
says.
Christopher Phil sing in groups. Button chat.
Okay.
Christopher Thorn. Wax Hades on PC is an audio game.
Yeah, well, I haven't heard of Hades for PC before.
Button chat. Audio game. Say something. Say something out of section. Button create a poll. Button say out of audio. Button chat. Wax Hades on.
So I know that I have been promising to stream daily life for a while, and I still plan to once I get my crappy sound card fixed. I hope it actually turns out to be the sound card and I don't have to send my mic in for repairs, because that's going to cost money, and my funds are limited. But, you know. Oh my goodness. I went to bed at like 10 something last night. Oh, excuse me.
Rich Beardsley, I'd host and we'd go on your server.
Yeah, I went to bed at like 11, actually closer to 11 last night. I slept really well, but I still woke up at like 9 something. So, I hate non-24. It's a terrible, terrible thing. Sometimes when I can't sleep, I'll just get up and do something until I feel sleepy.
Kaushik Blogs, what is your laptop's
Button
configuration?
chat action. Rich Beardsley. I host and we go on your server.
Christopher Thornhill,
Rich Beardsley
y'all know
said I'd
Liam
host
Irvin
and we'd
lives
go
in
on your
Missouri.
server. That sounds fun. I would like that. I actually remember playing it one time with you and Danny. I think we played You Don't Know Jack. I'd have to turn the family-friendly settings on once I get it, though, just because I know some of you might think, that doesn't sound fun, but honestly, it's probably good for me, because, as I've mentioned before in previous videos, I'm actually very innocent for my age. So a lot of times when people make flirtatious jokes or jokes about things that happened behind closed doors,
Rich Beardsley, I never
it's
played.
not my
I know
thing
you
and
did
it
with
will
Seth.
probably go over my head. So, yeah.
Button chat. Kaushik Logs. What is your laptop's configuration?
What is my laptop's configuration? I use NVDA. I use a desktop style keyboard. Um, and yeah, I have Eloquence for the Eloquence voice for NVDA. So, yeah.
Button chat action. Christopher Thornhill. Y'all know Liam Irvin lives in Missouri.
Y'all know Liam Irvin? Yep, I remember he was talking about moving to Missouri on his social media. I actually saw one of his streams the other night and did a crazy party game with him because I could not sleep for nothing.
Honeybee alt is
I
Bumblebee.
crashed
I'm
around 6
lesbian
that
and
morning and got
non-binary.
up at 10 a.m. So I don't even
Rich
bother having a
Beardsley,
sleep
I use
schedule anymore
IBM.
because
I'm
it
not
always
wasting
gets screwed up.
$70 on
Button chat action. Rich
Eloquence.
Beardsley. I never played. I know you did with Seth.
Christopher
Yeah,
Thornhill,
Rich said
anyone
I
know
never
how to
played.
get
I
different
think,
voices
I
for
must have done it with
NVDA?
Seth.
Button chat. Honeybee. I'm lesbian and Honeybee is Bumblebee.
Honeybee Altus
I'm lesbian and
Bumblebee
non-binary. I'm
says,
lesbian and non-binary.
I'm lesbian and non-binary.
Button chat actions.
Okay, that's cool.
Rich Beardsley. I use IBM. I'm not wasting $70 on Eloquence.
Rich says I use IBM. I'm not wasting. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, I gotcha. I know exactly where you're coming from.
Button chat. Christopher. Anyone know how to get different voices for NVIDIA?
Christopher Thornhill says any way to get different voices for NVDA. Yes. If you go to the NVDA menu and go to the add-on manager, You can download add-ons to get additional voices if you don't like any of the built-in
Koshik
free
Vlogs, a buy
store
video game you like.
voices.
Button chat at Koshik Vlogs.
Rich
AB video game you like.
you have a lot on your
Koshik Vlog
desktop.
says every video game you like. Oh lord, that would take a long time to list everything, but I'll try. I have Cosmic Rage. Let's see. Survive the Wild and Daily Life, which is cool. Sketchbook Your World. Adventure at Sea :
Koshik Vlogs,
I had the
like
original
GTA.
remake of Sonic the Hedgehog, but I don't have it anymore because I couldn't get past this level. I kept getting a runtime error when I tried to get past
I
it,
never played
which
Daily
is
Life.
annoying. Code 7, absolutely. BK3. Oh, Frequency Missing.
The Instrument Master, is it okay if I can join the stream, and how would I who is okay
Alright,
if
so
I can
let's
join
see.
the
Button chat action.
stream?
Rich Beardsley. You have a lot on
And
your
if so,
desktop.
how would
Rich
I?
Beardsley says I have a lot
Amir
on my
Mirza,
desktop.
I
Yes,
would
I do.
recommend
I
you
have
to play
so
and
many
stream
video games.
constant
I even have
battles
some
now
that
as
I
all the
didn't
bugs
list
and
here,
errors have been
but
fixed.
I have so many.
Button chat at Koshik Vlogs. Like da. Button chat action. Christopher Thor. I never played Daily Life. Christopher button like da. Da. Space G T A.
Oh,
Koshik Vlogs,
GTA.
daily is okay.
I actually do have games that are similar to Tank Commander. I have Shades of Doom,
The cunt to
actually,
end all
which
cunts.
is fun.
Hello.
Button chat at Christopher Thor. I never played Daily Life.
Christopher Thornhill says I've never played Daily Life. It's pretty fun. I feel really bad for the developer because I was working on making a better English translation of the documentation, and I just never got around to fixing it. I have so many distractions, it's crazy, but I promise I haven't forgotten it. I will get back to that.
The cunt to
Button
end
chat
all
action. The instrument
cunts.
master.
I
Is it okay if I
haven't
can join
played
the
it
stream? And how would
either.
I? The instrument. Is it okay if I can
The
join?
instrument master says, is it okay if I can join the stream? We could try to work that out. We could do it either through Skype or we could do it through Zoom. The only bad thing about Zoom, though, is I have the free account, which basically means that my calls are limited to 40 minutes,
The cunt to
which
end
is
all
really
cunts.
annoying.
Would I?
I
Button
just
chat actions.
farted.
Would I? Is it okay if I can join the stream? And how would I? Button chat Amr Mirza. I would recommend you to play and
Amir
stream Amr
Mirza
Mirza. I would
says,
recommend you to play and stream constant battles now as all the bugs and errors have been
I would recommend to play and
Rich
stream
Beardsley,
Constant
I
Battle.
have to get
Okay,
Shades of
I'll
Doom and
keep that in
Tank
mind.
Commander
fixed.
from
Button chat at Koshik
BHP.
Vlogs. Daily is okay.
I had them on my one
Button chat action.
computer.
Okay, people are saying
Koshik
that Daily
Vlogs,
Life is
yes, he had
okay.
lot
The
of
cunt to end all
issue.
cunts. Hello.
Hello, how's it going? What's up? Nice to see ya. Welcome to the stream. We're doing a Q&A stream today.
Button chat action. The cunt to end all. I haven't played it either. Button chat at the cunt to end all. I just farted.
Okay, very nice. Let's not talk about our bodily functions on here. That's not why we're here.
Button chat at Rich Beardsley. I have to get Shades of Doom and Tank Commander from BHP. I have them on my one
The
computer. Rich
cunt to
Beardsley. I have
end
to
all
get Shades of Doom and Tank from Rich
cunts.
Beardsley.
Rich
Helicopter is
Beardsley
up.
I
says,
have to get Shades
I
of Doom and
have to
Tank
get
Commander from
Shades
BHP.
of
I have them
Doom
on my
and
one
Tank
computer.
Apparently you can
Commander.
create
Yeah,
multiple
I
Zoom
haven't
accounts and the first
actually,
1 or 2 calls will
I
be free,
haven't
so that's a bit of a
played
workaround.
Tank Commander, but I've seen other people play through it, and it sounds pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of 3D Velocity in a way. Oh, I also played Terraformers. Terraformers is cool.
Button chat at Koshik Vlogs. Yes, he had a lot of issue.
Rich Beardsley,
Button chat action. The cunt
just
to end
make
all.
a bunch
Helicopter
of
is up.
temp
Button chat at
emails.
Rich Beardsley. Apparently you can create multiple Zoom accounts and the first 1 or 2 calls will be free. So
Oh yeah, it used to be, and this is weird because with my Zoom account, I used to have unlimited time on my calls, but I don't anymore.
Rich
That's probably
Beardsley,
because
blind
Zoom
help
put
has
in
it.
the limit to the limit thing, and it was taken off for a while. I don't know if they plan on bringing that back. I hope
Maddie
so.
C,
that's a bit of
do
button
you
chat action.
wanna
That's a bit of a
possibly
workaround.
play WoW tonight?
Button chat Rich Beard. Just
Koshik
make a bunch of temp emails.
Vlogs, I will join stream when you
Button
play
chat Rich Beard. Limbo
Constant
passage.
Battle.
Button chat Maddie C. Do you want to possibly play WoW tonight?
Oh, Maddie C says, do you want to possibly play WoW tonight? Heck yeah! I am in the... I'd have to look and see which realm I'm in. But I am a level 10 druid, which is awesome. I heard that you can roleplay in that game, but I haven't figured out how to,
The cunt to end all
I haven't
cunts.
figured
I
out
haven't
how
taken my
to,
socks off for 15
do that.
years.
Button chat Kaushik logs. I will join
Rich
stream when you play
Beardsley,
constant battle.
how playable is that
Kaushik logs.
game?
Kaushik Blog
I will
says,
join stream
I
when
will
you play
join
constant battle.
the stream when you play Constant Battle. Awesome! That will be a really fun stream. Also, I really hope that episode 4 of Code 7 comes out soon, because like I said before, I really want to know what
Christopher
happens to
Thornhill,
Alex.
what are you gonna
Button
play
chat actions.
tonight?
The cunt that I haven't taken my socks off for. Button chat Rich Beardsley. How playable is that game?
How? Hang on a second, guys, huh? What? Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's so good to see you in the chat. Thank you so much for watching. Yay! Yay! Okay, I'm back.
Rich Beardsley. How playable is that game?
How playable is that game? It's very playable. I will say it's kind
Rich
of a
Beardsley,
process to get
don't
it
bother with
installed.
constant battle.
Um,
Everyone with paid weapons
I
just
will say
presses a
it's kind of
button
a
and the
process
entire
to get it
map gets
installed,
blown up.
but once you do, it's sort of a one-time installation thing. And for those of you who don't like mouse scripts, I will tell you that this will not be the game for you because it does use a mouse script. But it's very cool. I really enjoy World of Warcraft, and for me, it holds something of an air of nostalgia because my brother and sister actually played it all the time growing up. And at first, I just watched them and I was kind of like, oh, this game looks pretty cool. And then my brother actually helped me to create characters and went into detail
Koshik
about the
blogs, will you
descriptions
turn
and
on camera on leave?
I really fell in love with the music for WoW too. I love the WoW music. But yeah, that'll be so fun to play WoW. I'm really looking forward to it.
Button chat at Christopher. What are you going to play tonight?
Christopher Thornhill says, what are you going to play tonight? I will probably be playing WoW with my sister, and my brother might join us if he can, which is awesome. I know we actually played WoW last week. Actually, it was on Star Wars Day. We played WoW, and it was fun. Me and my brother and sister just went around completing quests, and
Koshik
I was
blogs,
mostly acting
sorry
as a
turn
support
on.
character, so healing them, casting buffs to keep them protected.
Christopher
I didn't always
Thornhill,
do a
is
good
WoW
job,
accessible?
and apparently there was this visual glitch in the game
Rich
where
Beardsley,
I got
I wish
on
more accessible games
and
used the
it
mouse.
was I got on and apparently there was some kind of glitch because my character didn't have any clothes on, so I had to go and repair my equipment before it would fix itself. It was really weird, and I had no idea until they pointed it out to me. So yeah.
Button chat at
The
Rich Beardsley. Don't
instrument
bother with constant
master,
battle. Everyone with
zoom.
paid weapons just presses a button and the entire map gets blown up.
Oh yeah, Rich says don't bother with constant battle. I don't know. I don't even have PvP on. I mostly like it for the RP aspect. Even though you can't really RP, but in a very
Rich
limited way.
Beardsley, if
Still,
this
I have a
community
cool
wants to
house
be
on
more like
constant.
mainstream ones,
Button
we
chat
need
Kaushik
to
log. Will
do
you turn on camera on
mainstream
live?
stuff.
Will I turn on camera on live? I didn't even know my camera was off, honestly. Then again, this is my PC we're talking about, so I have a bunch of issues.
Button chat Kaushik log. Sorry, turn on.
Oh, turn on.
Button chat Christopher. Is WoW accessible?
Is WoW
William,
accessible?
hi.
It can be made accessible for the most part. There are still a few spots where it gets kind of tricky to navigate, but you can make sure that the mouse script is installed and everything will pretty much be accessible. Like I said, once I get my crappy computer issues fixed, um, I will definitely be doing a stream of World of Warcraft. So definitely look forward to that.
Koshik
I know
blogs,
I
how
am.
you
Button chat Rich
promote your
Beardsley. I wish more accessible
videos.
games use the mouse.
I wish more accessible games use the mouse. Yeah, I do too. There was this little kids game that I played on my dad's computer when I was in elementary school, and it was a Mickey Mouse game, but basically in one of the mini games, you had to try and find different objects that a criminal was hiding behind. So whenever you moved the mouse around, it made different sounds when it landed on one of the objects. So all you had to do was listen for the right one and then click the mouse, and it would match to the right thing. That's definitely something to experiment with moving forward in the game dev world. I would I would play something like that.
Button chat at the instrument master. Zoom.
The instrument master says
Button chat
Zoom.
at Rich Beardsley. If this community wants to be more like mainstream ones, we need to do mainstream stuff.
Yeah, Rich says if the community, definitely. I absolutely agree. Um, I will say though, it is kind of nice just to have audio games that are designed specifically for the blind, but I definitely agree that we do need to put more mainstream games out there. Speaking of mainstream games, I heard that Mortal Kombat 12 was under development. So if they incorporate all the same accessibility features, playing it might be a
Christopher
viable
Thornhill, do
option.
you still
Button
play
chat at William.
Swamp?
Hi.
There are
William
some
says
updates
hi.
to
Hey,
Swamp what I
William,
heard from
what's up?
Liam.
Thank you so much for being here today. So happy to have you.
Button chat at Kaushik Law. How you promote your videos.
How do I promote my videos? I mostly promote them through social media like Facebook and Twitter. Um, I used to have Instagram, I probably still do, but I don't post anything on it because, let's face it, the majority of what's posted there are photos, so can't really see anything up there, but you know, whatever works. And of course, I tell people about my channel all the time, and it also helps when good people like you guys spread the word about the channel, advertise what's being played up there. So thank you again so much to everyone who's supporting me. I really appreciate that.
Button chat Christopher. Do you still play Swamp? There are some updates to Swamp. What I heard from Liam.
Oh, there's some updates to Swamp? I did not know this. Maybe at some point I'll try it. I kind of got bored with it after a while, though. Just because it was basically just going around and collecting supplies and being shot down by zombies in my case. So maybe at some point I'll get back into it. We'll see. Aside from that, I really don't like how you have to pay for the yearly subscription, especially if it's to a game that I don't play very often. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll do that as a special request stream or something. Actually, one of the other things I want to do too is a try not to laugh challenge. I have been searching YouTube high and low for a try not to laugh challenge that
Rich
is
Beardsley,
actually,
that's one
you
thing I
know,
don't get about people
good
on the forum.
for the
They want
blind.
to be more like
But a
mainstream
lot of the
gamers,
videos
but
that
they
I've
don't
come
like their
across are
games to
visual
use a
in
mouse.
nature, so it makes it particularly hard to do a try not to laugh challenge. Although, um, I suppose an alternative to doing the actual challenge itself is to do a reaction to a try not to laugh challenge reaction and keep from laughing. I guess that would be an option. I don't know. I'd have to see.
Button chat at Rich Beardsley. That's one thing I don't get about people on the forum. They want to be more
Koshik
like mainstream.
Blogs, you
Yeah,
are our
Rich Beardsley
inspiration
said
to
that's
run
one thing I don't
channel.
get about the forum. I don't like, uh, people want to be,
Rich. That's one thing I don't get about people on the forum. They want to be more like mainstream.
they want to be more like mainstream. Yeah, it's kind of hard when when it gets into audio games. And I will say, okay, this is just me being honest. If you don't like my opinion, I apologize. But, I try to respect everybody's opinions about things. So just don't slit my throat when I say what I'm about to say. But the thing that I don't like about the forum is that there are a lot of complainers and a lot of whiners on the forum. And I get messages to developers about certain types of games are constructive criticism, but I do not like when people just automatically just bash things in for whatever reason. Because developers have to work a long time to create games. A lot of times those games are that those developers are not paid as far as the games
Rich
that they
Beardsley,
produce.
recently there's been a lot of
So I
political
don't.
drama.
I hate uprisings and drama because it takes away from so much potential and so much that could be. Like I tell people, I have no patience for any sort of drama. I do not subscribe to the Gossip Gazette, and I don't encourage anyone else to do so either, because, I mean, what is the point? What is the point of having so much drama and bashing developers into the concrete for things that may not go the way that they want them to. There's no point. There is absolutely no point. And again, that is just my opinion, so if you don't like what I said, I apologize. But as I've said before, opinions are like armpits. Everybody has them, and most of them stink. So, yeah.
Gamers. Button chat actions. Kaushik logs. You are our inspiration to run channel.
Kaushik Blog says you are an inspiration to run a channel. Aww, thank you. Thank you so much.
Button chat Rich Beardsley. Recently there's been a lot of political drama.
Rich Beardsley said recently, yeah, that's one reason why I avoid it, because I don't like any sort of drama,
The
political or
instrument
otherwise.
master,
Button
Zoom
chat
would
at the
be the
instrument master.
best option
Zoom would be
for
the best
me to
option for me to
join.
join.
The instrument master says Zoom would be the best option for me to join. Okay, I'll just have
Kaushik
to,
blogs, we
I'll
help
have to
support
make sure that
developers.
every, I don't know, about 40-30 minutes or so, that I have to end the call with you and then get back on a new one so the time runs out. I don't really like the idea of making a bunch of temporary emails just for that, but I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. We can certainly give it the good old college try, though.
Button chat at Kaushik logs. We all support developers.
Yeah, Kaushik Blog says we should support developers. Absolutely. 100%. I definitely agree with that. Because a lot of times they don't have any funding to
Rich
work on
Beardsley, oh, and
projects.
I forgot to mention
So,
something.
yeah. I
Some
really admire any sort of
accessibility
developer
consultants
who
have said that
spends
they wouldn't
their
encourage
time
mainstream devs
trying
to
to
come
come up
there.
with games that we can play, because if you think about it, the market for audio games is relatively small compared to the absolutely ridiculous amount of games and apps
Rich Beardsley,
that
why
sighted
not
people can
TT?
play. So it's always nice when there is some adaptation, or even when the game is not built from the ground up. It's always nice when there is some sort of new game that is on the market.
Button chat at Rich Beardsley. Oh, and I forgot to mention something. Some accessibility consultants have said that
Yeah,
they wouldn't encourage mainstream devs to come there.
Yeah, I honestly, I feel like with all the drama that we are giving developers on not we specifically, but all the people on the
Kaushik
forum give to
blogs, we
developers,
fix time
I
and
feel
do
like it
stream
will
for
push
sure.
people in the mainstream community away. I honestly can respect that. The last thing we need is drama.
Button chat action Rich Beardsley. Why not TT?
Rich Beardsley says, why not TT? I've tried streaming on TT before,
Rich
and
Beardsley, did you see the
actually back
BCM
in the
Productions
marathon that
thing?
I did a long time ago, the first part was when I streamed to TT. People were complaining that they heard me twice, so maybe if that happens again, I could just mute my microphone or something. Oh, my kitty jumped down. What are you doing, kitty? What are you doing, Valentine? This is Valentine, by the way. She's one of our cats, and I love her very much. She's a good kitty.
Button chat Kaushik logs. We fix time and do stream for sure. Kaushik logs. We fix time and do stream for sure.
Yeah, Kaushik Blog says we should fix a time and do a stream for sure. Absolutely, 100%. Trust me, guys.
Rich
I want to
Beardsley,
thank you
there
guys
has to be
for
a
your
way.
patience with
At some
me.
point we
And
should
as
do a
soon as I
test
get my
stream on your
computer
server and
issues
try to
sorted
figure
out, I
something out.
promise we will do a stream. I just don't leave the channel, y'all, because things are going to happen very soon, and I will definitely keep doing streams.
Button chat at Rich Beardsley. Did you see the BCM Productions thing?
Rich Beardsley said, "Did you see the BCM Productions thing?" Is that the developer for To the Dragon Cave? Because I saw a snippet of the interview earlier. I didn't stick around to watch the entire thing, though, so I could come stream for y'all.
Button chat at Rich Beardsley. There has to be a way. At some point we should do a test stream on your server and try to figure something out.
Yeah, Rich Beardsley says we should do a test stream. We can definitely arrange that at some point. I'll have to figure out how to do a test stream without actually going live. It's weird because Restream is amazing at streaming to multiple platforms, but it won't let you do test recordings without paying for the premium. So we'll have to see what we can work out.
Button chat audio game extraordinaire. Say something. Audio game button something out.
So yeah. Do you guys have pets? If so, how many and what are their names? Or what's your favorite animal if you don't have a pet? I love my two
Rich
kitties
Beardsley,
named
we could do my
Valentine and
channel.
Ben.
Text me at some point and we'll set
Ben
up a
is our
time.
fat cat. Ben is like super fat. He's probably 17 or 18 pounds of fluff. And he's so he's so food motivated. It's crazy. My sister has actually taught him to do tricks. So like high five, sit, spin, all that good stuff. She's amazing when it comes to Ben. And Valentine is just the sweetest thing ever. She's our little black cat.
Amir
She's black
Mirza,
all
I have
over
a female
except for a
kitten and her
solid
name is
patch of
Smokey.
white on her chest, and she has green eyes that turn gold when the light hits them. She is the sweetest cat ever. I love sleeping with her at night. She also has asthma, and when she purrs, she breathes. So I am telling you, it is going to be a sad day for me when that cat has to leave this world. It is going to be oof. I'm going to be an emotional wreck.
There has to be something out. Button chat Rich Beardsley. We could do my channel. Text me at some point and we'll set up a time.
Rich Beardsley,
Alright, Rich,
2
I'll
doggos
definitely
and at
text
some
you at some
point I will
point.
be getting a guide dog.
Button chat Amr Mirza.
I prefer dogs
I
because
have a
they're
female
more
kitten and her name is Smokey.
interactive. Cats
Aw,
always
Amir
want to
says
be
he has
left
a
alone.
female kitten named Smokey. Oh, that's so cute. I'm gonna guess that she is either black or gray, right? Because that's typically what color smoke is, either black or gray. Aw, I love kittens. I love kittens so much.
Button chat X Rich Beardsley. 2 doggos and at some point I will be getting a guide dog. I prefer dogs because they're more interactive. Cats always want to be left alone.
Rich says he prefers doggos over cats, and he has 2 of them, and he wants to get a guide dog. That's awesome. I love dogs, but I've never had the experience of caring for one. I've always grown up with cats. My sister was going to get a dog when she was about 15 years old, and we moved into our house, but she decided at the last minute to go for a kitten, and that's how Valentine came into our lives. Actually, her original name was Luna, but my sister changed her name to Valentine, which is a fitting name, I will say. She's so sweet.
Button chat audio game say something.
Yeah, I've always wondered what it's like having a dog. Um, Cats actually, I know Rich said he preferred dogs because they tend to be more interactive, but actually, if you get the right type of kitten, um,
Rich
they
Beardsley,
will
I
actually
already got
be
accepted
pretty
into guide dog
interactive.
school. I'm
Like they'll
just
always
waiting for
follow
them
you
to call me in
around,
for
and
class.
because you
They
really
called
are
me
their
last month
parents,
and said
so.
it would take anywhere from 6
Audio game say
months to
something.
2
Audio button they call
years.
I already Rich Beardsley. I already got accepted into guide dog school. I'm just waiting for them to call me in for class.
Oh wow, Rich said he got accepted to guide dog school. That's awesome. I wish you the best of luck, and I'd love to hear about your new guide dog when you get him. It's awesome. I'm still thinking about getting a guide dog at some point, but it's probably going to be A, when I have my own place, and B, and most importantly, when I have a job. Because even though in South Carolina it's paid for, I do want to, set some money aside and
Rich
make
Beardsley,
sure
they
that
said it would take
I have
anywhere from 6
funds
months
to
to 2
care for
years
them
for
if
me to
something
get
goes
called in.
wrong, or I don't know, if the world ends or something.
Rich Beardsley. I already got accepted. They called button chat Rich Beardsley. They said it would take anywhere from 6 months to 2 years for me to get called in.
Rich said it would take anywhere between 6 months and 2 years. Oh
Amir
man,
Mirza,
talk
you're
about a wait.
absolutely right that cats
Button
are
chat action
very
Amr Mirza.
much
You're absolutely right
interactive.
that
One
cats are
of
very much
such
interactive. One of such
examples
examples
is
is
my
my cat who
cat
plays
who plays
keyboard with me side
keyboard
to
with
side.
me side to
Oh,
side.
your cat plays the keyboard with. Oh my gosh, I would love to see a video of that. That sounds so cute. I would love to see a video of that. I actually, um, I actually saw this video on YouTube of, it was really funny. It was a cat who was basically meowing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It was the cutest thing ever. And I saw another one of a cat who actually barked like a dog, and then the cat turned around and found its owner still standing there, and he started meowing like a cat again. It was hilarious. Oh my gosh, it was so funny.
Koshik Blogs, where is your Blue Yeti microphone?
Your Apple keyboard with me button chat at Kaushik Blogs. Where is your Blue Yeti microphone?
Kaushik Vlog says, "Where's your Blue Yeti microphone?" It's here. I just don't have it plugged up because if I did, you guys would probably hear static on one side and it would get super annoying. So, yeah. But I will get it fixed. Oh man, I thought about reading a book at some point today.
Siripudan Tunanitra, Shelby, do you have Facebook?
Someone asked Shelby, do you have Facebook? Absolutely. The link to my Facebook is actually in the homepage for my channel in the description. So feel free to check it out.
The Cunt to End All
Button
Cunts.
chat Siripidan
What's a
Tunanedra.
book?
Shelby, do you have Facebook? Siripidan Tunanedra. Shelby, do you have Facebook?
Yeah, I have Facebook, I have Twitter, all that good stuff. Bum, ba-da, da-da-da, da-da-da.
The Cunt to End All Cunts. Do you have a tree? Rich Beardsley, what's with the username?
Oh, actually, if you guys had to choose a soundtrack that would have your theme song in it, what would it be? I know mine would probably be, oh geez, I can't easily answer that one. I do have a favorite
Koshik Blogs,
composer who does a
eagerly
lot
waiting
of
for your
movie
podcasts.
soundtracks and stuff. I love I love the composer John Williams. He is one of my absolute favorite soundtrack composers. I guess because a lot of his music sort of is suspenseful,
Siripidan
action-packed. He has
Tunanitra.
done
Okay,
so many
think.
movie
The
soundtracks.
Cunt to End All
Siripidan Shelby,
Cunts.
do you have
I
button chat
own
actions? The Cunt to
socks.
End All. What's a book? The Cunt to End All. What's a book? Button chat. The Cunt to End All. Do you have button chat? Rich Beardsley. What's with the username? Button chat actions. Kaushik Blogs. Eagerly waiting for your podcast.
Amir
Kaushik
Mirza,
Vlog says,
don't you use
eagerly waiting for
Instagram
your
or Telegram?
podcast. Yeah, I have another bit of news for you guys. I'm actually in this podcasting group that is going to work on doing a podcast for a medical organization. So that'll definitely be interesting. And actually, they're looking for uh, visually
The Cunt
impaired
to
and
End All
blind
Cunts.
people
I wore
who would
socks
be
yesterday.
interested in doing who would be interested in being in that podcasting group. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. It's basically going to talk about what the experiences of blind users are, and I think it's going to be a really good time. As far as bringing light to blindness, if you guys could do me a favor, the reason that I haven't been posting that is because I haven't really had any sort of ideas as to what you guys would like to see in a future episode. If you guys would provide some feedback as to what you would like to see an episode about, whether
Koshik
that's a new
Blogs,
type
can
of
I join to group?
technology or
The Cunt to End All Cunts. I burped
I don't
Oswell.
know, anything really. Technology, how to perform a certain task, how to handle finances. Actually, I think I did an episode about that already. So yeah, definitely feel free to let me know what to post next, and I will start another season of
The
bringing
Cunt
light to
to End All
blindness.
Cunts. How to
Button chat
fart.
actions. Siripidan Tunanedra. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. I'm looking forward to
The
seeing what you
Clickbait
guys come up
Master.
with
Hey
because I
Shelby.
definitely have a ton of experience.
Button chat at the Cunt to I own button chat Amr Mirza. Don't you use Instagram or Telegram?
Amir says, don't you use Instagram or Telegram? I did have an Instagram up. I haven't really posted anything there because a lot of the stuff on Instagram is like photos and that sort of thing. Actually, I'm really bad at posting on social media in general, but I'll do it for you guys. I'll check and I'll use it as a means of updating everyone about streams and, seeing what my friends are up to. So, it's cool.
Button chat account to end all Warsaw. Button chat Kaushik Blogs. Can I join the group?
Kaushik Blog says, can I join the
Rich
group?
Beardsley,
Yeah,
have you had the
absolutely.
opportunity
If
to
you
mess
guys
with the
ever want to
Sonus
join a
GDE
stream,
yet?
let me know, and we can definitely work that out.
Button chat account to button to end all out of button to click with Hey Shelby. The click with Master.
The Clickbait Master, hey, how's it going?
Hey Shelby.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I've seen you posting a lot of videos. That's awesome. Welcome.
Button Rich Beards. Have you had the opportunity to mess with the Sonus GDE yet?
Rich Beardsley says, do you have the opportunity to mess with the Sonos GDE? Not
The cunt to
not a
end
whole
all cunty
lot. I
cunts,
might
do
try
you
to
like
mess around
things?
with it a bit more because I really want to try my hand at developing a game. And oh, hang on. I am so sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to end the stream early. Be right there. I am so sorry, everyone. I'm gonna have to knock off here because I'm being summoned by the Council of Elders to come to dinner. Um,
The
but
clickbait master, are you going to Leo? The cunt
I
to
will
end all
absolutely
cunty
host
cunts,
another
NI.
Q&A at some point.
The cunt to end
And if
all
there's
cunty
anything
cunts,
that you want
no.
to ask me in relation to, it could be anything. Um, it could be anything. It could
Koshik
be what I'm
blogs, are
working
you there?
on,
I'm
what my goals
QCP.
are. Feel free to send me a message, or even if you just want some advice about streaming to YouTube and starting up your own channel, definitely let me know. I am absolutely open to collaborations with some of the other YouTubers that I'm seeing. We will definitely work something out for that. As far as what's coming up, we definitely have World of Warcraft on the docket, daily life. Hang on, I'm coming!
Rich Beardsley, by BAL.
Apathy Erasis, and yeah, we'll see what else. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and all that good stuff. Again,
Koshik
sorry to
blogs,
end early,
bye.
but I will see you guys again soon. Hopefully, I'll have my computer fixed. All right, ladies and gents, have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next video.
The instrument
Bye-bye.
master,
27
can
point.
you put the Zoom
Stop.
link in the
Start virtual
chat?
camera checkbox. Studio mode checkbox. Settings. Exit. Sources window. Set. Studio. Start virtual camera. Stop recording
And I
checkbox.
will make sure to share the Zoom link whenever we need it, so that's not a problem.
Stop streaming checkbox
So,
checked. Scene transition.
all right.